From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Wednesday, June the 26th, 2019. We open with some political news. Amid reports that Israel's national elections in September could legally be canceled, a not-so-new contender is jumping into the fray. Former Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Barak announced this evening that he is launching a new party to challenge Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, warning the Prime Minister that his time was up. Barak will be joined in his new party, which has yet to be named, by former IDF Deputy Chief of Staff Yair Golan. Netanyahu today, meanwhile, denied a report from the Kan public broadcaster that Likud, in trying to avoid another round of elections, had proposed a unity government deal to rival party Blue and White, which included a rotating premiership to party leader Benny Gantz. Netanyahu said today at no point was a rotation offer made, and up until now there has been no contact between Likud and Blue and White. Gantz, meanwhile, said Knesset Speaker Yuli Edelstein's proposal to cancel the upcoming elections was legally impossible, accusing Netanyahu of misleading the Israeli public. Edelstein, however, stood by his assertion that there was a way to revoke the elections through Knesset legislation, saying today, "I wouldn't have initiated this move if I wasn't sure it is possible." Today is the second and final day of the Peace to Prosperity Conference in Bahrain, focusing on the economic aspect of the U.S. peace plan for Israel and the Palestinians. Speaking to reporters today, senior White House advisor Jared Kushner said the political component of that plan was coming soon. Kushner said, "We thought it was important to bring out the economic vision before the political vision, because we need people to see what the future can look like." U.S. Secretary of the Treasury Steve Mnuchin told the gathering yesterday that the U.S. was looking for an international consensus on the plan. He said, "Now that the plan is out there, we're looking for changes, we're looking for additions, we're looking for buy-in, and really, as a next step, that this becomes a collective." On the sidelines of the conference, the Bahraini foreign minister told the Times of Israel that he was hopeful. Khalid bin Ahmed Al Khalifa said as much as Camp David I was a major game changer after the visit of President Sadat, if this succeeds and we build on it and it attracts attention and momentum, this would be the second game changer. And while not promoting diplomatic ties with Israel, Al Khalifa did tell reporter Raphael Aaron, "We do believe that Israel is a country to stay, and we want better relations with it, and we want peace with it." And by the way, Aaron organized a rare prayer service this morning with the help of Jewish Bahraini diplomat Huda Nonu and with the approval of authorities in Manama at the only officially declared synagogue in the Gulf. The service was led by the Simon Wiesenthal Center's Rabbi Marvin Heyer. Attendees included Special Advisor to the King of Bahrain, Hampton Synagogue's Rabbi Mark Schneier, Middle East scholar David Makovsky, and U.S. Special Representative Jason Greenblatt, who wrote on Twitter that he prayed for peace. The United Nations General Assembly held an informal meeting today on combating anti-Semitism and other forms of racism and hate, focusing on the role of social media. Rabbi Yisrael Goldstein, whose Chabad of Poway synagogue was attacked in April, leaving one congregant dead, was honored at the event, led by UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres, who noted that the UN was working to combat hate speech, which he said is thriving in the digital space.
We need to treat hate speech as we treat every malicious act, by condemning it and refusing to amplify it. That does not mean limiting the freedom of speech. It means keeping hate speech from escalating into something more dangerous. I've asked the High Representative for the Alliance of Civilizations to explore what more the United Nations can do to support the safety and sanctity of religious sites.
In closing, Guterres noted the exhibition at the Museum of Jewish Heritage that is ongoing, called Auschwitz Not Long Ago, Not Far Away.
And I commend it to all of you as a spur to the action and reflection we need at this time.
Well, Israel's spacecraft Bereshit 2 will not be shooting for the moon after all. After the first Bereshit crash landed into the lunar surface in April, Israeli firm SpaceIL initially said it would try again. However, the company today wrote on Twitter, Bereshit's journey to the moon was already received as a successful record-breaking journey. Instead, we will seek out another significant objective for Bereshit 2.0. More details to follow. Turning to some sports news, 18-year-old Jack Hughes has become the first Jewish player to be drafted #1 overall by the NHL. Hughes, whose mother is Jewish, was the first pick on Friday by the New Jersey Devils in the 2019 draft. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Wednesday, June the 26th at 7 o'clock. It's from the Aleph Bet. At 7:40, more from the AJC's Global Forum, a debate on U.S. global leadership in decline, and remarks from Representatives Lee Zeldin, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, and Brenda Lawrence. At 9, Mark Golub sits down with former U.S. Senator Joe Lieberman on L'chaim, who discusses his political career, his political heroes, and his Jewish background. At 10, Hal Weitzman talks about the economic ramifications of anti-Semitism. And coming up right after this newscast, it's Thinking Out Loud with Micah Halpern. And that's the JBS News Update for Wednesday, June the 26th, 2019. I'm Teisha Bader.